Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Ashley Sage. We have the beautiful Lynn here, and we're going to go through the astrology for January. It's going to be crazy.
Yes.
It's going to be nuts. It's going to be insane. I don't know. Are we going to make it?
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. But golly gosh, it does not feel like we're gonna make it real smoothly right now. It's
Right?
just it's a heavy Capricorn season.
It
Um,
was. It was like a gut punch. I had a bunch of energy, but it felt like I was running around with a bag of rocks attached to me.
yes. Yeah. I think this is, the last Capricorn season that we're gonna have with Neptune and Saturn at the last degree of Pisces. That's like kind of in charge of all of this. And like we've been in just a, I don't know what you would call it, but just ice. So much ice here. Everything is just locked in ice. Everything
Yep.
is suspended. There's wind, but the wind just makes more ice, and it's been like not even a lot of snow. Like we get snow, and then the wind comes in and makes it all into ice, and it's yeah. I keep thinking this is this is what Pisces is. This is we call it in Alaska breakup season because we're moving from ice to like things are starting to melt.
Mhm.
Uh, but before that melts, we get just like strong, cold, fixed ice. We also have Pluto in Aquarius. This is the first season or the last season we have with Saturn and Neptune holding that position for Capricorn. But then when when the sun moves into Aquarius,
Mhm.
we have Pluto there immediately
Oh,
for all of the planets that are going to intercept or move into Aquarius. We have Pluto right there. And Pluto intensifies wherever it is. So Aquarius season is also very cold and icy and
definitely can be.
yeah, so we're getting more of that just cold, fixed air, more wind, more cold, more freeze. Yeah.
For our southern viewers, I'm in Canada and Lynn is in Alaska. We are in winter areas. Lots of and we have a bunch of snow here. Like so and there's been a ton of wind too, which is interesting. So it's been cold. Yeah.
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 Minimal
I wonder.
days with sunshine, which is wintry, but not the greatest. Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. Um, it's been beautiful. The sunsets have been gorgeous. Sunrises have been beautiful. Especially when we were in Sag season, we got the like red skies in the morning and at night. That like
Love it.
strawberry, it was so pretty. So it's not without its beauty, but it is. It's intense right now. We have Mars in Capricorn. It's in its exaltation, so it makes it even stronger, answering to that Saturn at the last degree of Pisces. And I mean, we'll talk about it in this month's astrology, but a planet is the strongest that it will be at the beginning and at the end of any sign. So
Mhm.
with Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, right next door to Saturn, that last degree of Pisces, like just really holding strong to that. Uh, it's the release point to the beginning the in the zodiac. It's the very last container of everything. Everything's being pushed up against this like ice wall, basically. And is it going to give? Is it going to break? Well, there could be some leakage this month. There could be some. There is an aspect that's taking place right before Neptune moves into Aries, which happens this month, that
Oof.
could
Oof.
report to some plumbing issues, some catastrophic water related. Yeah.
It's only funny that you said that this could happen because we just had a big water main break here in Calgary last night,
Mm.
and I was like, You know what? I feel like this is gonna stick around for a bit, so this isn't shocking. It's gonna be dealing with that for a while, so this is gonna be interesting.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And we got a little sample of the personal planets all making aspects to Neptune and
Mhm,
Saturn uh, as they moved out of Sagittarius. Now we have the last contending planet. We have Mercury at the very last degree of Sagittarius. As we're making this video today on the last day of 2025, December 31st, Neptune and Mercury are making a square to each other. And I'm sure everybody can feel it in their nervous system, in their spine, their sciatic nerve. Lots of agitation with that sciatic nerve, with just anything with Sagittarius, but when we're involving Mercury, especially because Mercury has everything to do with the nervous system.
mhm,
And Mercury is in detriment. Let's not forget, he's across the pond from his home sign of Gemini. So
mhm,
he's not very strong. And I know I've been feeling it in my body. I've been having a lot of weird tendon and sciatic and hip and lower back adventures. So I'm hoping that that will quiet down a little bit when Mercury moves into Capricorn. It will slow things down too. Sagittarius is the last mutable fire sign before
mhm,
we move into winter, so he does move faster, even though he's not very strong in Sagittarius. He's faster. He is uh, just able to take the messages, transport the things. And in Capricorn, it's more about playing by the book and playing by the rules and slowing down and being very disciplined in how we approach things and how we transport and communicate and live our lives from day to day. Saggy season got us through, or Mercury and Sagittarius got us through Saggy season, and the last little bit of hustle and bustle of the holidays. And now, as we move into the new year, Mercury ushers us in to Capricorn with a new sense of groundedness and just kind of like that sense of like boots on the ground and not so much in our head, um, maybe more in our body, in our
mhm.
bones, in our foundation. But yeah, these last few hours and the the 24 hours that brings us into the new year. If you're somebody that really likes to be out and about with people, you're going to get a lot of spicy interaction. Mars is making this sesqui square to
Ooh,
Uranus in Taurus. So Mars is very strong in Capricorn, exalts in Capricorn, and is making this kind of like track change aspect to Uranus. And this happens right in the middle of the night. At the same time, Mercury is making a sesqui square to Uranus. So, and Uranus is that like, just don't know, sudden shifts, sudden changes, topsy turvy, could be this one way and then this the next. And uh, Uranus is also very close to that fixed star Algol, which
mhm.
is the lose your head um, evil star. So we have a lot of activity close to Algol with Uranus. It's just and the moon is in Gemini, like almost opposing Mercury in Sagittarius. So it's just it's crazy.
That's
It's
tense.
definitely
That's
intense,
that's intense, yeah.
confusing, very heady, not very much in the body, not very emotive. So just know that, and like no one's going to be seeing this before the new year now, but uh, and when we move into the new year on the first day of this new year, the sun's going to be making an aspect to the north and south node. It's the sun is in an earth sign in Capricorn,
Mhm,
and the north node is in water in Pisces, south node is in earth, Virgo, and that means they're making it a benefic aspect to each other. So we have almost a sweet aspect to the past in saying goodbye to the things that we left behind in 2025, and we
okay.
have a sweet aspect in looking forward to the future. in what we're welcoming in Pisces, at least in the North Node in Pisces. So that's a smooth transition into the new year in a way. But then Mercury makes this exact square to Neptune as he's getting ready to leave Sagittarius. And that is a lot of what we're feeling today, a lot of what we've felt this last week of December. But it's even more tricky with, again, it's the nervous system. It's just really wacky, especially if you are looking out at the world. So I really encourage everyone to just really be quiet, be cuddly, be cozy.
Slow it down. Yeah.
Yes, slow down. Yes, yes. Thank you, Ashley. Yes,
Yeah.
slow down. Mercury, as soon as Mercury moves from mutable fire into cardinal earth, we're going to feel that like kind of abrupt, like track change. It will be, but hopefully Mercury will be out of its detriment and will be helping to ground us all into this new year energy. And the Neptune square only contributes in a way that it's like, this is not the day to make your plan for or any resolutions. This
No.
is the day to sit in the quiet, to sit in the liminal space, to think about what you're calling in. We have the full moon just around the corner in a couple days, right after the new year. So just feel into that energy. We're in cardinal energy. We're in full cardinal energy. We're not in the mutable anymore of Sagittarius, but we're in the rulership of Saturn, which is in mutable water and the last sign of the zodiac. So just take it easy as much as you can for the weekend following the new year. Make it an inward process, an inward celebration of what you moved through in the 9 year that we are now starting to see in our rear view. The 9 doesn't go to the 1. It doesn't transition until February.
Yeah.
Or sorry, that's the 9. That's the snake to the horse. But we are officially out of the 9 year numerology wise and into the 1.
Yep. Gregorian wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many calendars. There's too many calendars. Yeah.
So many. Yes. Yeah. Thursday, the 1st of January, Kwanzaa ends. We have New Year's Day, and Mercury is making that square, that final bye, see you later, Neptune in Pisces in 165 years. Thank God. Yeah. And then off he goes into Capricorn. Yay!
Yay!
Yes, yes. So we're all going to feel that. We're all going to feel that track change. At the same time, Chiron is going to station direct in Aries. So Chiron's been going back over some things that needed a little attention in the healing world. And so for the last 3 months, we've been revisiting some internal wounds. And now with Mercury, or with Chiron stationing direct, it's going to be definitely an exterior representation of that healing we've been doing. Okay. So it's more an internal process with Chiron in retrograde. Now Chiron stationing forward. We're all going to see the results of what healing work we've been doing in our world. After Chiron stations direct on the 2nd, Friday the 3rd, we have our full moon in Capricorn. This full moon is a little tricky because it is opposed by Mars, and Mars is in its exaltation in Capricorn. It's very strong there. Ooh. So we really have kind of this archetype of like career over family, or a relationship that is too domineering over something that is nurturing. We really have a dichotomy here. Jupiter is holding tension on the opposite side of this full moon, almost conjunct this full moon lunation. And Jupiter also exalts in Cancer. So we have the great benefic Jupiter exalting, holding tension with this full moon that's all about nurturing and ritual and self-care. Jupiter is also ruling Saturn, who is ruling Mars. So in a way, it's like, have you been doing the spiritual work? Jupiter is asking you in terms of Mars and Capricorn, and Jupiter's rulership over Saturn in Pisces. Jupiter's like, we've had this theme ever since 2023, since Saturn moved into Pisces.
Mhm.
And we've really been tested as far as like what our spiritual practices do to support us. And so hopefully we've been learning more about what works, what doesn't, in terms of how we move through this world and how we understand things spiritually. And it might be coming to a head a little bit in this full moon, where if you're not doing the work, it's going to be extremely emotional. And it is going to be, this really is a full moon of letting go
Yeah.
of something, releasing something. This is the last full moon ruled by Saturn in the last degree of Pisces. So it's very, very tumultuous, very heavy. Yeah. Kind of secretive and occulted, and bringing up things with family for sure, and family
Well,
dynamics.
with the Capricorn Cancer aspect, that's a huge thing with family. It's funny because I'm doing a full moon ritual with a friend of mine on the Friday. And it's not a one that I wanted to manifest anything. Usually I like to manifest something, but I was like, no, this is like we have to release the things that don't serve us anymore, like bad habits, bad thought processes, old core values, boundaries, and we have to get rid of all that. And then you just have to solidify what you've created, right? So
Mhm.
it's like you've laid seeds for the last couple months. Now you just have to hold them and give them a little hug while you like brush off, things that are trying to eat the seeds or something, like something like that. And I was like, this is what we're gonna focus on. We're gonna just lock it in, right? So it's a good lock-in moment, right? To
Yes.
remember that you have to, of course, have balance, but like you've already set the seeds. We're going forward. And if you don't want those seeds, you pull them out.
Yes.
Release, right? So it's a little bit of that. Yeah. So I love
Yes. 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 Beautiful. Love that synopsis. And
that.
that's absolutely, and like the way to nurture those seeds is nurture yourself. You don't nurture the seeds net yet. There's nothing there to, there's no root systems coming out. The
You
seed
just have
itself
to
has not cracked open.
You
Right.
just have to pay know it's there, and you've laid it, so you just have to go, "Okay, we gotta give it a little bit of time to let you do your business."
Yes. Yes, exactly. It's too cold to move right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The next day, the moon will conjunct Jupiter and give us the best day, really. The
Okay,
first best day of the new year,
I'm
that
here
Sunday.
for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
cool.
we have Venus making us, or contributing to like giving us a little bit of emotional grounding, because she's next to the sun, next to Mars. Um, Mercury is now in Capricorn. So we have a full Capricorn house now, that is, opposing this full moon lunation.
Mhm.
The moon is in exaltation because it's in its home sign of Cancer. It's going to conjunct its greatest beneficent Jupiter, and then move into Leo. And then when it moves into Leo, it will immediately oppose Pluto,
Okay.
giving us a little foreshadow of the energy that's coming this year, because we're moving out again of the water and earth and into the fire and air.
Yeah.
So, but that Sunday the 4th is going to be just uh, another day to kind of sink into that energy of the full moon,
Okay.
without getting too active. We don't want to do too much with this full moon. Like Ashley was just talking about with the seeds. Nurture the seeds, hold space
Lock
for the
it
seeds.
in.
Lock it
Yeah.
in. Yep.
Have a little bit of fun, but lock it in.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, totally have fun. Absolutely. And this is the darkest time of the year. So that makes this full moon even brighter. Like, we're in the darkest time of the year. That's why this full moon is so beautiful. It's what gives the moon its exaltation is the darkness.
Mhm.
So and the darkness was and will always be the feminine. And let's not forget Capricorn is a feminine sign. So this is the time of the beginning. This is the time of nurturing the dream, the seeds, similar to what you were just saying.
Mhm.
Um, but it's magical. It's so many things have been done to invert and take away the magic of this time of year. Christmas, they give us just one day of Christmas, and now I'm seeing it all over social media now. I mean, I started to see it back in 2020, but now I think the veil is lifted upon this time of year, and uh, this is not just about Christmas. Yule is actually a 13-day celebration that
Yeah.
starts on Christmas and culminates on the 6th of January. And
Yeah.
now they've given us a way to remember the 6th of January that is it's the inverted,
Yeah.
and it's destructive and it's divisive. But let's return back to where we started, that the 6th was the Epiphany. And it is worldwide. If you look in Europe and
Every
Asia,
it's on every calendar.
everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So please remember that in this full moon celebration, that this is such a magical time of year. And the more magical it is, the more they're going to dress the outside world up to give you tons of distractions to extract your energy away from you.
Yeah.
And
To pull you away from healing, from slowing down. It's go, 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 right? We gotta lock it in. It's
yeah,
winter. It's
yeah,
quiet,
yep.
right? In most parts of the world, our parts of the world, it's dark, it's cold.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I don't wanna get up at 6 and do
no,
things.
no,
No.
no.
I wanna take my time, right? And that's the part of the go, go, go that has to slow down a little bit, which is good. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Beautiful. Spoken like the wise Aries that she is. Ashley knows she's ruled by Mars, so she can
Yeah,
talk to us about
heavy Mars
Mars,
ruler. Yeah.
Mars and Capricorn, how tricky and confusing that can be. We're in our first full week of January,
Mhm.
starting with that Jupiter Moon conjunction on Sunday the 4th. Then we have, as we just discussed, the Epiphany holiday taking place on Tuesday the 6th.
Okay.
And this is a magical day because we have a Venus Cazimi on the 6th. So, how wonderful that we have this Epiphany celebration taking place the same day that the Venus, which is our emotional body, is actually making contact with our conscious awareness. It's really beautiful. And if you look at all the ways that Lucifer is celebrated this time of year, Lucifer is another word for Venus. And it's an energy and a fantastical story that was also inverted and changed and renamed to suit certain purposes. But it always is and always will be our emotional body and what we love and our ability to negotiate and find balance and adapt. And so I just think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a wonderful thing that we have the Epiphany taking place on this Venus Cazimi.
Ooh, like a double whammy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Mercury just entered Capricorn. So Mercury is coming up behind Venus, and Mars is on the other side of the sun. So there's a whole lot of personal planet energy to ground us into this epiphany experience and
Ooh,
this
okay.
culmination that takes place on the Tuesday. I have it written down. Light emanates from you, and this is just from the Venus Cassini. Like, I didn't write that down because of the epiphany, but I just think it's neat. We Venus is not strong in Capricorn, but with this Cassini, it puts you as the individual, me, you, whoever is listening to this, it puts you kind of at the center of the story in a special way. Uh,
Mhm.
Venus doesn't get a lot of favors in Capricorn, so this is really sweet. We're getting an activation of our emotional light body and the ability to actually channel light on that day, uh,
Mhm.
from your heart, from your from your emotions.
Like a Care Bear?
What's that? Like what?
You know, like the Care Bears? Like Care Bear stare?
Oh yes.
That's all I thought about when you said that. And I was like, well, Care Bear Day.
Yes. Embody your favorite Care Bear date.
I love it. Okay.
Have an
Like it.
epiphany and be a
I'm in
Care
it.
Bear on that day.
I love it.
That's so sweet. I love it too. Thank you for that. Now I want Care Bear things. That is so sweet. Okay. So enjoy that Tuesday and all of that light body experience, because the next day we have Mars conjunct Venus.
Okay.
And this is, they do this every other year, and this is nothing out of the ordinary, but they're doing this with Mars in its exaltation.
Mhm.
So it can be, there is a tendency for the work to take over. Uh, but let's remember also that Capricorn is, before it was work, it was about mastery and it was about discipline. So maybe this is a day to start something new, to take steps towards something you're passionate about. And the new moon that's coming up in Capricorn, it's really this is a really good new moon to actually take action. But this day might give you the idea of something you want to take action toward.
Mhm.
Again, Venus is our emotional body, so it is a trigger to our body. Uh, Mars is our will. Mars also can divide and be like, I will go first. So you may get some idea of a leadership that you want to take in the world.
Cool.
Uh,
Okay.
Again, this is all ruled by Saturn and Pisces, so it has a spiritual flavor to it.
Okay.
And also a very serious tone to it, of like, what you do with this will have lasting results, will take you into perpetuity. So and this could also be Venus and Mars having this conjunction. Mars is like a blade, like cutting loose, like, oh no, I'm done. I have the clarity now. My emotional body is giving me, the truth that I need. And it could be the end of something. It could be a beginning is an end and an end is a beginning. They're synonymous. So, uh, but that is Wednesday the 7th. And if there is any like tug back and forth, the first to win is the first to be gracious, to take the high road.
Okay.
Um, so if there's any push pull involved, uh, be the first one to take the higher ground, and you'll win.
Good to
Um,
know.
yes, yes, I agree. Okay, then the next event that week that is very noteworthy is Friday the 9th. We have the sun conjuncting Mars in Capricorn.
Let's go.
Yes.
I got really excited.
Yes. Well, and then at the same time, a little bit later that morning, we're going to have Venus opposing Jupiter. So Venus in Capricorn opposing Jupiter in Cancer. And again, Mars energy is going to be really strong that day because Mars exalts in Capricorn, and it's going to be in the rays of the sun. So
It's going to be a passionate day.
yes,
But
yes,
not like a lovey day, but passion.
yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You could embody very easily the hero that you want to become, or just be able to bring action to some heroic endeavor that you want to take in your life, in the world, in your family. So much about what will take, what the outcome is, what your motivation is. If it is ill suited to anybody, it will be known. It will be known very quickly. It will travel very quickly. If you have motivation and intention to help, that will also travel very quickly and be augmented by the sun. So, but the Venus in Capricorn opposing Jupiter in its exaltation, this could have something to do with family because Cancer is our foundational, where we start in life and how we nurture ourselves. Venus is, again, not very strong though in Capricorn. So, and just had this touch off with the sun, the Cazimi with the sun, to give us, to kind of bolster our sense of character and our power. But yeah, this could just put us at odds with something that we feel that we felt was for our safety or for our nurturing, and at the same time put us kind of in the limelight with the Mars conjunct the sun.
Yeah.
So Friday, that's one of the best days, I think, of the month to get what you want. If you've been working towards something, this is a day to bring it to culmination, or maybe not bring it to culmination, but that you see it kind of like it's taken, like the sun conjuncting Mars. The sun is like, okay, yes, let's do something with this. Let's let it fly.
Good to know.
Yes. Best day of Mars execution. Let's write it down. Okay, the next day we have a cardinal T square as the moon moves into Libra. So cardinal T square, it just means we have a buildup of planets in all the cardinal signs. So we have obviously a full house in Capricorn.
Yeah.
The moon will be moving into Libra and will create that tension, that square. Jupiter is holding tension in
Venus.
Cancer.
Oh, Cancer, right?
Yes. And
what's in Aries, or where's Aries?
we don't have a lot in Aries other than Chiron right now, but it still creates a T.
I was thinking square. My bad.
No, me too. I always try and look for the completion as well. Don't worry, we're going to have another T cardinal square when we get the moon in Aries later on.
Okay.
Yes, this is we're following that Mars Sun conjunction, so that's a good thing. But this can really make people grumpy. Really make people agitated, feel the feels, feel on edge, feel abruptly questioned in how they are exacting their safety in the world and in their home.
Mhm.
So it's unsettling. It
Yes.
does cause things to happen though. Like makes it makes matter. So it's not always a bad thing. It's this is just it's a very uncomfortable one
Mhm.
because it's ruled by Saturn at that last degree of Pisces, almost making that T square. If it would just be a few degrees more, Saturn or Neptune in Aries.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so we finish out that week on Sunday. Venus will square Chiron in Aries.
Mhm.
That's kind of making a
Kind of a square.
kind of completing that T square actually that you were just asking
The
about.
long square.
Mm-hmm.
Means
Mm.
that's okay. Count, count, counts. Ugh.
Okay, the day that Venus squares Chiron, Venus will also sextile Saturn. Saturn is ruling Venus, so
Mhm.
they're actually making um, they're in agreement. Saturn is being helpful,
Good.
and oh yes, Mercury will be moving into opposition with Jupiter, uh, and okay, so with Venus making a square to Chiron and then a sextile to Saturn, it could be a good day, a good time to strategize a therapy plan or a
Ooh.
plan of action to take care of something that has been hurting. Uh, with Chiron stationing direct this month, uh, Chiron Chiron we feel before we think about it. It just something hurts.
Mhm.
So Venus making a square is bringing something up in our emotional body, is grounding that into our experience and in a way that uh, Saturn is making plans. So it's making this aspect to Saturn, and it just might be a good time to make a plan to support yourself.
Mhm.
Where as we get closer to the end of the month, it's a little more crazy and emotional and tumultuous. So to be proactive right now about a plan of self-care or therapy, EMDR. I mean, like there's so many different methods to
Somatic movement, breath work, human garage.
yeah,
Get something in a routine to take care of you. I get it.
yes,
That's
yeah,
neat. And especially in the winter.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
Good call there.
Love it.
Okay, this next week of January, the week of the 12th, this is a big week.
Hey, let's go.
These next 2 weeks actually are kind of they're they're the tough part of the
Okay.
month. because as we learned in Sag season, when the planets were making these closing aspects, leaving Sagittarius and talking to Pisces.
Yeah.
Well, now all these planets in Capricorn are going to be doing that. They're not squaring Pisces because they're in an earth sign. So they're trining, which is pumping up the energy. It's making the flow even bigger. And that can, because we're in water and Jupiter is trining and ruling everything in Pisces, this just makes it very, very emotional,
Yeah.
very emotional. And as we're moving out of Capricorn, we're moving into Aquarius where we have Pluto waiting for everybody. Like, hey, duty, huh? Well, I got something to tell you. So just keep that in mind. And this is also a wink back to last year, moving back into air and fire and out of water and earth. So we're getting a little taste of that as we're getting closer to the end of the month.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Go ahead. Were you going to?
No, I just said full circle.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So on Monday, the 12th, the sun will square Chiron. So first we had Venus bringing up the subtle emotions, the feelings. The sun squaring Chiron is going to bring it more to our conscious awareness and give us more of an ability to talk about it and not just feel it so much. Interestingly enough, all of the planets that are lined up in Capricorn are conjunct the rising sign of Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to hear a little more about
What's
the
happening
Epstein.
with his situation?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He was an Aquarius at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So he was like kind of
A brand new Aquarius?
a brand new Aquarius, a kind of intense and zany and extra odd
Yeah,
Aquarian.
he kinda sounds like he was, so
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
okay, okay.
um, but um, a lot of the aspects that are taking place this week are right up. They're in his chart. They're very prominent in his chart. I just think that's
Fascinating.
interesting. And we're moving into Aquarius season where Pluto is holding guard there, conjunct his sun. I think it's worth mentioning. It's pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah, a little fun to celebrity watch. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it keeps coming and going, and we're acquainted with that from 2020, but it does seem that there is something that's going to happen. Like they are going to share
There's
like
something's coming. Yeah,
yes.
regarding the whole situation. So,
And in the meantime, it is continuing to wake people up.
put
There
it
are
on
a
your
lot of people.
calendar. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Okay, cool.
Oh, there's so much. There's so much. Okay.
Oh,
After
okay.
the sun squares Chiron on Monday, then we have Mars squaring Chiron. Mars rules Aries, where Chiron is living right now.
Yeah.
So this Mars square Chiron could be a little uncomfortable, a little
Okay.
extra uncomfortable. And followed by the next day, we have Mercury opposing Jupiter. Mercury in Capricorn opposing Jupiter. And then we have Venus making another sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And the Mercury opposing Jupiter, Mercury in Capricorn opposing Jupiter in exaltation. Mercury's not extremely strong in Capricorn, stronger than he was in Sagittarius, but not extremely strong. So this is it's kind of a battle of might over right, and could like I mentioned with the Epstein files, just something about release of communication juxtaposed with truth and
A brain over brawn kind of battle?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool. Okay.
yep, yeah,
Interesting. Hmm.
yes, yes.
Hmm. Okay.
Venus trining Saturn.
Mhm.
Uh, this is a closing trine. Um, Venus is not in her best place in Capricorn, and it's helping us finish unfinished business. It's helping us go into places that are
That we don't wanna go into.
tenuous and sensitive. Yeah.
Shadow work? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or you wanna just forget that happened, you can't forget, you have to deal with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has pertaining to the heart because it's Saturn and Venus, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said. Mhm.
Fun.
Yes. Yeah. Um,
Okay, all right.
remember, I said
Yep,
this is a
you
feely
did.
week. It's getting all up in the feels.
You warned us. Yeah.
Venus is then going to trine Uranus, um, and Mercury is going to square Chiron. Venus trining Uranus. Venus rules where Uranus is currently
Sitting.
occupying, yes. Uh, and Venus making this trine is like a unexpected yes or a surprise. It could be
Ooh,
somewhat romantic. It definitely has to do with relationships and relating or communication. Maybe there's been an ongoing grudge, issue, fight, something that's not pleasant,
mhm.
that all of a sudden this trine brings about an unexpected resolution that everybody is happy with, all parties agree on. Uh, it could be a reversal of something entirely, and reversal in your favor
Mm,
because it's ruled by
okay,
Venus and Uranus is in Venus's turf.
okay.
Um, and then we still have the Venus sextile Saturn that same day. We still have that same energy, and because it involves Venus, it is more of a softening of Saturn. So it is a finishing of something and a softening of something, um, making it easier, making it lighter, and feel like the end, like it's done, like
Okay.
it's actually resolved. So that is Thursday. Friday the 16th, we have a pretty quiet day. Uh, the moon is in Sagittarius and enters Capricorn, so we're getting into the new moon.
Mhm.
Um, we had Mercury making that square to Chiron, ruled by Mars in Capricorn. So that could have been kind of an abrupt square with Mercury. Like,
Okay.
really got to talk about something. But again, because the aspect is ruled by Mars, it uh, can just lock it in. That's why that Venus sextile with Saturn makes it like it softens things. It softens things to talk about and prepares us to go into this beautiful new moon, which takes place on the weekend, Sunday the 18th. Before that new moon takes place, Saturday the 17th, we have Venus trining Neptune in
Okay.
Pisces. We have the Sun trining Saturn in Pisces. That all takes place in the morning. And then Venus will move into Aquarius. Venus goes first into Aquarius.
Mm,
Then the Sun is going to trine Uranus in Taurus. Mercury is going to oppose. Oh, no, sorry. Mercury is going to conjoin Mars in Capricorn.
okay.
And I mean, talk about fast paced, strategic,
Right? That
uh,
probably was bang, 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 bang. I was like, "Oof, some quick move."
foundational. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's a really very cerebral day, because Venus is moving from grounded earth energy, female earth energy, to air, which
Yeah.
is social and it's connective, and where the earth is more work, work, work. The air is more let's get out, let's talk, let's connect, let's share ideas. Um, Venus almost prioritizes friendships the way she does a spouse in Aquarius, uh, because Aquarius is so well. It's fixed air. It's communicative. It's connective. It's genius. It's ruled by Uranus,
Mhm.
and topsy turvy, unexpected. Uh, it's little groups of people, and so Venus moving into Aquarius takes us all in our emotional body into uh, what we prioritize in our values and what you what you prioritize affects who you are attracted to in the groups that you connect with.
Yeah.
So we should really feel that in a big way on the 17th, this real shift in energy from the cardinal earth to fixed
Yeah.
air. And as soon as she gets into Aquarius, she is going to get right up next to Pluto, and all the other planets are going to as well. I already talked about that, but he's just waiting right there. He's like, I knew you were coming. I heard you coming.
I'm hanging out till you get here.
Yes, yes. And when we had the kind of maybe possible reversal of something that happened with the Venus trine Uranus, same thing with the Sun trine Uranus. This could be a huge reversal in currency or just something we've seen in the news for the past 5 years. Uranus has been in Taurus, yes, since 2018. So this could go back to something as far back as 2018, but a reversal of sorts, like lightning change. Whoa, sudden shift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Venus moving into Aquarius, still ruling that where Uranus is, changes that tone from grounded earth, tangible matter to like fast-paced change. It contributes to that total reversal of some sort.
Yeah.
And then again, we have at the same time Mercury conjuncting Mars. Fast, like ideas.
Bang, 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 bang. Yeah.
Yeah. And Mars in exaltation, again, like it's that's going to be a loaded day that Saturday.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be huge.
Yeah. Hopefully it stirs a lot of ideas, or just these first 2 weeks have stirred a lot of ideas about what you're taking into this new moon, what intentions you're setting, because this is a really, really powerful new moon. This has the potential to help you build the life that you are dreaming of over the next 12 months. Because Mars is in exaltation, it's making this aspect, it's able to make contact with the ruler Saturn, because it's in that earth water relationship. Also, the new moon is conjunct the Pluto of the United States natal chart.
Ooh.
This new moon. Yeah. So
interesting. Okay, something big. Okay. All right.
Yep. This could have something to do with change in organizations, in corporations, in all the things that go on in top-down structures, healthcare, government. This is a big one.
Big.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, like it's ruled by Saturn in Pisces. Saturn, again, is, if we think of Pisces as the 12th sign or the 12th house, Saturn exalts in the 12th house. It gets all into like the mystery, and it's hidden. It's in the hidden realm. It's in institutions and endings. And so this could be the end of the world we've known.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. Maybe I should attach that Hopi prophecy we were talking about earlier to this video as well. Go take a look.
Yes.
Because it seems like they're kind of blending together a little bit.
Yes.
Weird how the universe works.
Yes. Yes. Well, we were talking before we started recording about.
Yeah.
I learned back in the 1860s, they did this massive wipeout of all the muskox in Alaska, and then direwolf. We had direwolf here. We had gigantic bears and all sorts of, like, they brought trophy hunters in and sent
them wipe them all out. Yeah.
Yep. And it devastated obviously the animals, but but the natives, that is their spirituality. Their
And their
the land
livelihood, they
and
knew how to
animals.
hunt. They had a whole hunting pattern before we came in and ruined it.
Right.
Yeah. Not me specifically, but
Yeah. Actually,
time traveler, I wish. Yeah, we had brought that up, which made me think of the Hopi prophecy. So I'll link it again as well, because it's it's kind of having some weight.
yeah.
What we're going through as like a whole collective here in the North America, and that's
Yes.
what the Hopi prophecy was about. The Hopi tribes go from, I think it's Arizona, no, Nevada,
Mm.
and the mountain range goes from Nevada all the way up into like Montana and into Alberta, where I am. And then there's Hopi prophecies that run in the Rocky Mountains. So I kind of follow gently a few things because it's just fascinating. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard it. I've heard I've one of my favorite astrologers was talking about it, and
there's
maybe,
a few. There's a few.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a poem about like if you're in the stream, you don't want to try and hold on to something. That, like, I don't know if you've ever fallen in a river, but just likening it to the Hopi prophecy that we're all going to fall into this river, and you don't want to try and like grab onto a stick or like grab onto something. You need to go with the flow.
Go with the flow
Find,
until it slows down, and then you can
yes.
find stable ground. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Ooh.
don't try to grasp. Don't try to hold on to anything right now. Let it go. Like, let it all go. If you're holding on, that's going to turn you around in the river. You're going to get, you're going to go underwater, and just learn to ride the waves, learn to let go and trust. And we're all going there together. But it looks like it's the end right now. They're making it look like
mission's over.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I know in Alaska, like, we have some businesses that are closing that have been here for 20, 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
And it just seems like we're not going to have that business. We're not going to have that part of the community anymore. And I just keep remembering, oh, there he is. I was wondering
Right?
when he was going to come. Mm-hmm. To approve.
Yeah. You got some cool blanks. He approves.
Yeah. He blessed our new moon conversation.
Right? He did. He's like, new moon. I must enter. Yeah.
All right. So I was talking about some of the files of like things that have been a little
quick movement going into the new moon. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. We're going to have Mercury sextiling Saturn, making the same aspect that Venus did. And then Mercury is also going to trine Uranus. And because Mercury has to do with communication, this could maybe be, we might see some things on billboards. We might see some things advertised or put out in the media that have been very occulted.
Ooh.
We could see a reversal of communication. We could see a reversal of currency, or just communication about currency, or
Flipped. Flipping the script. Okay. I like it.
Flip it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're on to the next week, starting with Monday, January 19th.
Okay.
In the United States, we have Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and this is the day that the sun enters Aquarius. So we're moving from, in a massive way, we're moving from cardinal earth to fixed air. Now our conscious awareness is there. Our emotional body went first. Now our conscious awareness is joining. And then we're going to have Mercury finishing up these aspects that Venus and the sun made. So it's kind of a repetition in a way. Mars is still in Capricorn. Mars now is going to sextile Uranus and sextile Saturn. So it's
Okay.
over. Mars is conflict. Mars is separation or division, and Saturn is serious, you know, serious results, serious implications. So the Mars sextiling Uranus could uproot some more surprises or reversals,
Okay.
and then Mars sextiling Saturn is bringing up some serious talks or serious consequences, serious results of
Yeah.
whatever the upheaval is. And then let's not forget the sun just moved into 0 degrees Aquarius where Epstein's sun is.
Yeah. So there might be a little sneaky peeky. Okay.
Yep. So Tuesday, the 20th of January, we have Saturn sextiling Uranus in Taurus.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember us talking about this last year, but Saturn mythologically castrated his father, Uranus.
We did. I do remember this. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And last year, just before Saturn moved into Aries, it was making
Or like
this
a
aspect.
2-month little hangout. Yeah, we brought that up. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Well, they're making the exact aspect again in agreement where they're usually squaring and competing or at odds with each other. They are being forced to work together again officially.
Okay.
And it's kind of interesting because the sun just moved into Saturn's other domain of Aquarius. So
Yeah.
we're ruled by Saturn still. And now, as of this day that the sun is in Aquarius, Saturn's now having to agree with his dad and make peace with his dad and be like, how are we going to get along? How are we going to like handle these reversals? Again, Uranus is retrograde, so hasn't stationed direct yet. So we're hearing just one side of the story, and then it's going to station direct, and then it's going to move into Gemini again. So there's a lot going on here, just with the fact that Saturn and Uranus are making contact again, and in an agreeable fashion. Okay, so then we also have Mars trining Uranus.
Okay.
We have Mars still making the trine to Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Mercury trining Neptune. So we know Mercury trining Neptune means that Mercury is also getting close to moving into Aquarius.
Yeah.
The last degrees of Capricorn. Then we have Venus conjoining Pluto. And that is, we just talked about Uranus making this aspect to Saturn. So Venus conjuncting Pluto. This could also have to do with news about cryptocurrency, silver, reversal, a change, a release of something.
There's been a lot of talk of that big crypto boom in this time. And then after that, it's like crypto goes on hold for a while. So if anybody's locked into crypto, just keep holding in and wait until it booms and then tap out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And I don't know if you've seen this, the surge in silver, but like,
oh yeah, it's booming
out the wazoo. Yeah, it is. Uh-huh.
Like to see that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm really excited about that. Venus being in Aquarius and conjunct Pluto, we're going to see people more apoplectic in the streets. They're going to be more, remember, Aquarius is the people, and it's connection and community. Mm-hmm. So now with Mars moving into the sextile with Uranus, we might have people becoming more active in the streets. Now we have the sun in Aquarius. We have Mercury making these aspects to Uranus and Neptune, and that could, put things more out there that weren't before. So the people are going to start to react and just act based on what's happening.
Okay, good and bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
50-50. We don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. That was really cute. Okay, then the next day, Wednesday the 21st, we have the sun conjoining Mercury in Aquarius.
Ooh, nice.
So, minor detail, the day before, on the 20th, after Mercury sextiled Neptune, Mercury entered Aquarius. And then the next day, Mercury and the sun conjoin. And there is a definite theme of truth with Aquarius. I mean, we're no stranger to that since Pluto has moved into Aquarius, and so much stuff has come out. But this is even more so. This is just truth hitting the fan. The truth truly will set us free. And so this Kazemi is a release of sorts. It's conjunct Pluto. They're both conjunct Pluto. So this has to do with the people. It has to do with our history. It has to do with truth and liberty. And, we've been talking about this since 2020 as well. So it carries the theme of the last 5 years.
Okay.
And could be another kind of explosive day of truth. The next day, Thursday, the 22nd of January, we have Mercury conjuncting Pluto. And then we have Mars sextiling Neptune. And this is what I was talking about when I said we might have some sort of an event with water or leakage or flooding or breakage, because Mars is making that sextile to Neptune, pumping the water, pushing, flowing. And Neptune is at that last degree of Pisces. So they are both so strong at that last degree. And Mars is in its exaltation. So it's just like if you had 2 gas pedals on a motorboat, that would be this aspect. And the Mercury conjunct Pluto. Talk about, we had the Sun, Kazemi, Mercury, and then Mercury's taking that into Pluto. So we've talked about this before, that Mercury was the only god that could travel up to Olympus and down to the gates of Hades and back. And he could transport souls, and he could take messages, and he was allowed. Zeus even kind of employed him to go be his ears and listen for him. And so the fact that Mercury is conjoining Pluto, so Mercury is essentially going into the hell realm, the depths of Aquarius, and bringing up some really heavy topics, with Mars pushing the gas on the motorboat of Neptune.
Rock and roll, baby. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
Just bring your swim gear and your floaties.
Yeah.
Remember that the truth is redemptive. Mercury with this conjunction is also mythologically, Pluto also used to be a judge. Jupiter and Pluto were the judges. Jupiter was the judge for like this terrestrial realm, and Pluto was the judge for the underworld. So he could say, okay, this person needs to die. Their soul needs to be recycled. And Mercury making this conjunction, it has a certain, it's like a new moon of sorts for Mercury and Pluto. So they're starting a new cycle together on this day in Aquarius, ruled by Saturn, the last degree of Pisces.
Mhm.
This could be like a payoff of sorts of something you've been working on, something you've been trying to launch.
Ooh,
It could
I
be
like
back
it.
to 2020. It could, anywhere between 2020 and now, because Pluto had the conjunction with Saturn and also started kind of like that new moon essence in Capricorn. But this Mercury Pluto conjunction is very, very powerful for starting and
Mhm.
completing or starting something, um, and getting recognition, uh, notoriety, because the sun is there. The sun's conjunct there.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Mhm.
It's exciting. Okay, then Friday the 23rd. This is also a really big day. because now we've had all these other planets move into Aquarius. Now
Yeah.
Mars is moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius, and Mars is also going to conjunct Pluto and the Sun and like all these things are going to repeat. And this kind of harkens back to, we had a stellium in 1962 in Aquarius, and it harkens back to that because that's when a lot of the civil rights movement.
Aquarius started, baby.
Yes, yes. But we're getting
We'll
into
start started.
another. Yeah, yeah. This is another stellium. This is another stellium in Aquarius
Love
involving
it.
Pluto now.
Love
That,
it.
yeah, it's a really big deal. Um, and Mars is about what we want and is about the right action at the right time. So in
Yeah.
Aquarius, it goes to like the people and how we are aligning ourselves in our communities and aligning our communities towards what our intentions are.
Okay.
And the sun conjuncts Pluto, Mars moves into Aquarius, the moon moves into Aries. This is where we kind of get a little bit of that T square. The moon in Aries will sextile Mars. So, okay, let's rewind. Mars moves into Aquarius,
Yeah.
okay? Mars rules Aries.
Yeah.
Mars immediately will conjunct Pluto. So the moon moving into Aries is under the rulership, is under the feeling of this Mars Pluto conjunction, as the moon actually makes an aspect to Mars in Aquarius,
Mhm.
makes an aspect to Pluto, makes an aspect to the sun, Mercury, and Venus. So
Whoa.
the moon all by itself in Aries is making contact with all of these planets in Aquarius.
So full Aries moment there. Everybody pay attention to me.
Yes. Go ahead, give Ashley a call, book in with her for that day.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's a Marsy day,
It is.
and really foreshadowing, because like in 3 days we have Neptune moving into Aries.
Okay.
So uh, we've talked about this last year and just before that, like the moon goes first, and I love how the moon moves into Aries.
Gives us a
Everything,
taste.
yeah, everything
And
moves into Aquarius, and the moon grounds us into that energy. The moon gives us that, all those sensations, uh, because it's making the aspect, because it can see Aquarius, the fire and the air can speak to each other. We have access to that in our body. We actually get to like kind of tactily play with that energy in Aquarius, which is so out there and really hard to make contact with. So it's a beautiful intro. And Aquarius is for the good of, they're in it for the good of all. If you know any Aquarius well in life, I mean, they're just like any other individual. They can be selfish, but they really are oriented towards the needs of all. They want to make sure everybody is
Included.
accounted for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that the moon is in Aries, which is the individual, and everything else in the sky, well, most of the other energy is now in Aquarius. When the moon moves into Aries, Jupiter is instantly going to square that moon.
Huh.
And Jupiter was the justice judge of the world. So we have immediately Jupiter is asking, like, what are you in this for? Are you in this for just you? Or are you here for the good of all?
Yeah. Are you actually thinking about everybody, or is this just a selfish thought?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
know, right?
Okay. I like it.
I know. It's like, it's deep and spicy and layered.
Yeah.
And then
I like
Pluto,
it.
the judge of the dead and the underworld, is about reward and retribution, and anything that is not aligned for the good of humanity at this point, because they're all making contact, the personal planets and the sun are making contact with Pluto. I mean, there's a real judgy quality here of like, get out, you're done. If you're not taking the high road, I'm taking you with me.
Yeah.
That is Friday the 23rd in a nutshell. Saturday the 24th, we get a little bit just more grounded into our body, that whole energy, because the sun or the moon is going to make an exact square to Jupiter on that Saturday. So we're really going to have access to explore all of that energy in our bodies. Okay, then Sunday the 25th, we have the moon in Taurus, squaring Mars in Uranus, or in Aquarius. We have the moon also squaring Pluto, therefore, and the sun, all in Aquarius. And the moon exalts in Taurus. The moon is also going to conjunct Uranus. Uranus is answering to Aquarius because it rules Aquarius. So it's kind of almost like answering to Pluto there. The moon, because it's in Taurus now, is making this this square aspect to the sun, to all the planets in Aquarius. And it is it's our first quarter moon. So that's why it's making all these squares, because it's the first quarter moon. But this is a kind of dicey, kind of grumpy first quarter moon because of that loaded stellium that we have in Aquarius right now. This could be a little bit of like personal concerns versus the needs of the many. And the moon represents the individual and the person, the person that we are. So this could be a day with all of that talk of the world and community that we all feel a little bit cornered by the needs of the many and what we need in our lives. Could be just a little bit of a sensitive day on that Sunday.
Okay.
Moving into this last very short week of January. Dun, 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 dun. Drum roll, please. Monday, the 26th, Neptune moves into Aries.
Hey! Oh, that'll feel good. That'll feel good. Okay.
Yes. I just got goosebumps, actually.
Okay, good. Because it's been in Pisces for 2 years?
14.
Oh, okay.
I know. That's just Saturn, love. That's Saturn.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was Saturn I was thinking about. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Yeah,
So we got,
set the tone then. It's setting the tone for the next couple of years. All right.
yes.
Okay.
Last summer, Saturn went first and then Neptune.
Yeah.
This time we have Neptune going first and then
And
Saturn
then
follows suit next month.
in February, yeah.
Yes. This will be the theme for the next 14 to 15 years. And it is sort of a pop of a bubble, like a reality check of sorts. Like people are going to be maybe choking on the pixie dust that they've been like enjoying so much. And it'll be like, I think it was a little easier having Saturn go first last time. I think we're starting to realize more and more that we are ruled more by fantasy and illusion than we are actual reality. That
Oh,
the
for sure.
reality starts with the illusion and becomes matter. And so I think it's neat that we have Neptune going first because he is the fantasy and the illusion. Uh, and then we still have Saturn to contend with for another month ish in in Pisces. But yeah, I know I spoke about this at the beginning of our recording that planets are the most strong at the last and the first degree. So we got a really powerful Neptune coming out of Pisces because it rules Pisces, and it was at the anaretic degree. Same thing. We're gonna have a very strong
big punch.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
Yes.
Flashbang. Because it's Aries. It'll feel good. A little boost of energy, I'm guessing, but it's going to be intense. Yeah.
And also intense because it is ruled by Mars, now in Aquarius, now conjunct Pluto.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're back into the fire and air making contact.
Yeah.
So not only is Mars in air, it's making contact with Aries again. It can see or hear or receive messages directly. And that's going to be different than the Neptune we had last year moving into Aries. So this really is, we're going to hear the outcry of humanity. We're going to hear more about humanity with this transit with Neptune than we did last year. And I'm really excited. So the day after Neptune moves into Aries, Mars will officially conjunct Pluto, like they will be exact. So that should really be an experience for us because Mars is because Mars and Pluto are in Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus and Aquarius tend to kind of rule all electronics. I would say make sure everything's charged up, make sure everything is working to your
before
liking.
You need to use it.
Back things up. Yeah, it could get really dicey. Neptune, let's not forget, is like lighter fluid. Neptune rules oils and is moving into fire. And then Mars is catalyzing that in an air sign, making contact with now Neptune in fire. So it could be very explosive.
Yeah.
It could be noisy and explosive and unforgettable.
We'll have to see that one. It's one of those wait and see what happens days. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay. Then we end the month of January, Thursday, the 29th. We have Mercury conjoining Venus. This is a really great day because Mercury is about communication and Venus is about agreement, adjustment. This could be a good day for negotiations and talking your way through something, or making peace in a relationship, making peace with a situation that you've been at odds in. Yeah, it's a good day for peace talks.
I like
And
it.
might very much be needed following.
Right after this explosive month. Yeah, you might need a good day to just kind of
Yeah.
settle the score between two people or a few.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Friday the 30th. That's really sweet. Yeah, that's kind of that's a beautiful aspect to end the month on. The moon will conjoin Jupiter again. So we have the moon in exaltation conjoining Jupiter in exaltation on that Friday, on that sweet Friday.
Oh,
And
nice.
following, because Friday is Venus's day, but following that Mercury conjunct Venus, I mean, they're going to still be in the same arena. So it'll still be a great day for communication. And that conjunction will trine now Saturn all by itself in Pisces, making it very emotional. That's the best way to move things through, is with the emotions. And then, yeah, Saturday, the moon moves into Leo. And I'm not going to say too much about the day, except that it could be a very grumpy day. Could be all those feels the day before. We just could have people really at odds with each other.
Okay.
And that fire air situation, just
Fair.
Like, how did we arrive here? Wait a minute. We had all this water and earth, and now, so yeah, and the moon will be opposing that whole stellium in Aquarius on Saturday the 31st. So,
all right.
Yeah, there we have it. That's January.
Jam-packed, keeping you on your toes for the rest of the winter.
Yes. Yes.
Good things. Some exciting things. I've got my fingers crossed for a couple dates. That'll be fun.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. Do the best you can.
Go through it. Pain. It's winter. It's dark. Yeah, it's pitch black now here.
Yes. Slowly approaching that here.
Right, well. Slowly. So,
yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for bringing this information as always. I'm going to link my stuff in the description. I'll put the Hopi prophecy up there as well. I'll put all of Lynn's links if you want to go creep her out, see what she does, all those fun things. And we'll look forward to you guys in February.
Yes.
Okay.
See you in a month.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.